Being nice sounds like a good thing. In fact, most of us were taught to be nice. Be polite, be understanding, be patient, be kind, and while those qualities are valuable, there's a brutal truth that nobody talks about. Being too nice can quietly destroy your life. Not because kindness is wrong, but because many people confuse kindness with self-sacrifice. And those are not the same thing. Let's go deeper. At first, being nice feels rewarding. People like you avoid conflict, you help others, you become the person everyone can rely on. And that feels good for a while, but eventually, something strange starts happening. You give more than you receive. You understand people who never try to understand you. You forgive people who keep hurting you. You make excuses for behavior that should never have been tolerated. And little by little, you start losing yourself. Now here's something important. Most people who are too nice are not weak. In fact, many are incredibly strong. The problem is that their strength gets directed outward instead of inward. They're willing to fight for everyone else's happiness, but rarely their own. Now imagine this. Someone asks for a favor. You don't want to do it. You're exhausted, busy, mentally drained. But you still say yes. Why? Because disappointing someone feels uncomfortable. And that's where the problem begins. Because every time you betray your own needs to avoid disappointing others, you teach people that your boundaries don't matter. Now let's go deeper. Many people become too nice because they fear rejection. They believe, if I'm helpful enough, if I'm understanding enough, if I'm good enough, then people will love me, respect me, stay. But here's the brutal truth. People don't always respect someone because they're kind. Sometimes they respect someone because they have standards, boundaries, self-respect. Because kindness without boundaries often becomes permission for others to take advantage. Now here's the deeper truth. The nicest people often attract the most selfish people. Why? Because selfish people look for easy access. And someone who never says no provides exactly that. That's why some of the kindest individuals end up feeling used. Not because kindness failed, but because they never learned when to stop giving. Now let's take it one level deeper. Being too nice can create hidden resentment. At first, you help willingly. But over time, you start feeling unappreciated, invisible, taken for granted. And eventually you wonder, after everything I've done for people, why do I feel so alone? The answer is painful, because many people knew how to receive your kindness, but never learned how to return it. Now here's what nobody tells you. Being respected feels different from being liked. People may like someone who never says no, but they often respect someone who values themselves. Someone who can say, no, that's not acceptable. I deserve better, without guilt. Now what can you do? First, stop measuring your worth by how useful you are to other people. Your value does not come from constant sacrifice. Second, learn to tolerate disappointing people, because boundaries will always disappoint someone, and that's okay. Third, remember this. A good heart should have strong boundaries, not because you're becoming cruel, but because kindness without protection becomes self-destruction. Now here's something powerful. The goal is not to become cold. The goal is not to stop caring. The goal is to become kind without abandoning yourself, generous without being exploited, compassionate without becoming a victim. Because the strongest people aren't the ones who give everything away. They're the ones who know exactly when to give and when to walk away. So yes, kindness is beautiful, but being too nice, that can become one of the most expensive mistakes a person ever makes. If you enjoy deep psychology, human behavior, and life lessons that most people learn too late, subscribe. Because sometimes, the hardest truths are the ones that change your life the most.